Okay, there's no Tyvek anywhere, but they do have this stuff here. It looks to be a little wet there, but I'm gonna pull this off because that's not taped at all, and that's supposed to be the drip edge that keeps water from getting behind there. So I'll pull this off, pull that out, and just check to see if it's sealed all the way around there. We'll go from there. Just pulled this nail out. A lot of rust on it, so there's definitely water getting in here. Some of the other nails I pulled out didn't have any rust on them at all from the siding part. So that tells me is water's getting in somewhere down here, not above it. Just pulled this nail out right on the edge where that drip cap seam is, and there's not as much rust on it, so it's definitely coming in on this side. So I'm gonna pull this out. It does seem to be like it's flashed over that edge, but I need to get this piece all the way off to see if there's any gaps. There was kind of a big, when they pounded this nail in here, it was gouged in there a little ways, so a lot of water could have been getting down in there. And I also see there's kind of a gap at this corner, so we'll just put some clear caulk on that, because there's a good chance water was getting in there and then it was coming down here, and eventually it worked its way inside, either over that nail hole or somewhere else. You can see there's a lot of dirt on this siding inside here, and that's typically a sign that you've got moisture with the dirt comes in too. Anyways, okay, we got the drip cap, that piece over there, completely pulled off, so now we can see this area. This is where they put the tape over the top, which goes onto the drip cap that comes on the window. So what I'm going to do is clean it all off. I'll put an extra bit of Tyvek tape over this edge and over this edge to make sure that that water can't just pour in there if it does get behind the siding, and then it'll all get pushed out like it's supposed to. And we'll put a new piece of drip cap on this end, because they had a joint on this end, so that possibly could be cause to why water's getting in. But we're going to put in a 10-foot piece, so that will extend the protection area, which will make it a lot harder for any moisture to get behind there. So it should be sealed up, because this window was leaking over on this side, so this should take care of it. And there's also a little gap on the window up there that we're going to caulk too. Alright, get all the Tyvek on. Tyvek tape, I should say. So the edges are now sealed, so if water is going to run, it's going to run on it. It's going to come down. It's going to hit this edge, and then it should run out. But we'll put a drip cap on top of that edge just to make sure. We try and put it on and have it at it so it slightly angles down, so the water will actually run out. When I took that piece off, there was a bunch of water sitting inside of it when I tipped it to the side. It's just nice to have it run out of there so it doesn't sit there and get moldy. The new drip cap on. Now we've got this sealed, which they didn't have before. So water has to be pushed to this outside edge. Now we got that nailed on. We just have to finish putting one more layer of Tyvek tape over the top, and this window should be sealed. If any water comes in after that, there's really no chance it's coming from there. So we'll get the siding piece put back on, over the top here. That'll be sealed up and we'll be done with this.